minutes. Okay. So our session for today is for regarding Node Manager. So you guys have already like worked on it using the Node Manager. So we will today like learn more about it today. So basically, what is Node Manager? So Node Manager is why and why we use it. What are the benefits? And what if is it mandatory to have a node manager for the node management, or if like how if we can manage without it as well. So we will see all those things like what is the configuration, what kind of configuration is required, how we can configure it, how we can check the status and all. So basically, what is node manager? So basically, a node manager is it is an utility or it is a process which is running on a physical server, and it enables you to start, stop, suspend, or a restart a Weblogic server instances remotely using console. It must run on each physical server that hosts Weblogic server instances that you want to control with Node Manager. It has to be like installed and up and running on each physical server where you have managed servers and that you want to manage them with Node Manager. It is an optional component, so that answers our question like if it is needed or not. Because like we saw as well that we were able to successfully manage our WebLogic instances without using the Node Manager, right? And
Okay. Okay. I had just Binod called me, and in his house there is no any power, you know.
ho 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 ho. Can he join from mobile? I guess should be fine.
I think he can join with the mobile, but he's trying to call to the power company, you know. I
Okay.
think I don't know.
So
So
in
no,
US
we can
also,
start.
so you in US also power goes sometimes.
No, I think I'm here since 8 years. You know, I've never had the problem more than 1 hour. You know,
Great.
and I think there is some issues in his apartment. They may be fixing something. You know,
Mhm.
yeah. So, and he's requesting me to give the. I think his mobile Wi-Fi is also off, and he's telling me
Okay.
to give the power office phone number. You know, so I text him.
Mm.
Okay, we can go ahead and he will listen the video, you know.
Yeah. I guess he already knows with you. Um, we can quickly then tell him the same thing. Anyways, we have the recording, so he can go to the recording as well.
Yeah.
So the main thing is it's not a mandatory component; it's an optional component. So you can have a project domain running without even using the node manager. But if you want to if you want to start the managed servers using the admin console, then it is necessary. Because we saw that Binod was not able to start the managed servers from console if that is not installed. If we don't have if you don't have the node manager, then you will not be able to start WebLogic managed servers from console. So each node manager is associated with a WebLogic server machine. So we will see what is a machine. So a machine is basically it is a name which is used to associate a computer or physical server with the admin server or managed server which it hosts. So suppose we can name a machine called Binod which has all the managed servers running on the Binod machine. So Binod, so that is a physical server. So you can say a physical server or a node or a VTR is a machine which hosts many or single WebLogic managed server or admin server. So even if you see in this diagram, so here we have named them as machine A, machine B, and machine C. So if we suppose that machine A is Sahdev's machine, that is yours, and if machine B is Amit's machine and machine C is Vinod's machine, so they can have multiple managed servers here, but they all.
You are not sharing the screen?
Okay, my bad. I thought. Okay, is it visible
Yeah.
now?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Sorry, I didn't realize that, Vanusha. So these are the three machines: machine A, machine B, and machine C. So each is different machine, and each has a number of like admin server or managed servers, and they have a cluster and all. That's how it is defined. So a machine is associated. So these were the topics which we covered earlier. What is node manager? It's a process running on physical server. It enables you to start, stop, and restart the project server. And it has to run on each physical server, machine A, machine B, machine C. So each server has one node manager running, which hosts the WebLogic server instances, and it's an optional component. And we were on the definition. So a machine definition is used to associate a computer with the managed server it hosts. It when who uses the machine? It is used by node manager in restarting a failed managed server, or like restarting or start of any managed server, you can say. And then it is used by a clustered managed server in selecting the best location for storing replicated session data. So in clustered environment, what happens is we have like multiple managed servers. So they have like they replicate the session details. And why they do that? They do that so that a user which is having a transaction on some remote from some remote location using a website, his transaction doesn't fail. So that's why it is managed on multiple managed servers. So just in case if there is any issue with one managed server and it crashes, it goes down, the replicated data should be available in the another managed server, where then the request will be failed over to another server. So we will see how we can configure a machine and assign servers to it using the console. So a node manager is not associated with a specific WebLogic domain. So you can have multiple domains. Okay, you can have multiple domains on a server, on a physical server. You can have multiple domains, but a node manager is only single for each machine. So you can have base domain 1, base domain 2, base domain 3, or any other domain name which you might have. We can create that, but a node manager has to be a single one. So node manager is its work is to basically control all the managed servers running on that particular machine. So even though like node manager is optional, it is recommended if your WebLogic server environment hosts application with high availability requirements. Then it's like you can configure node manager in your environment. Okay. So what are basic use of node managers? You can start, shut down, or restart an admin server using Node Manager. You can start, shut down, restart a managed server, and you can like restart admin or managed servers, and if it is in failed state, then you can do that. And you can use it to monitor servers as well. Okay.
So if we use the node manager,
Mhm.
it will become the single point failure. If node manager stops somehow, then all the server will stop.
They will keep on running like, but you might not be able to like start or stop the instances.
Okay, that means if node we start the managed server using the node manager and it starts running, then by somehow if node manager is stopped at the time also managed server keeps on running.
Yeah, managed. That is the like managed server independence mode, which we already. So it's independent of
Oh,
everything.
oh yeah.
So Node Manager accepts the commands from administration servers running on the same machine or on trusted hosts. Okay, and who the all the trusted hosts are identified by IP address or DNS names in the node manager.host file. So we will check that. Let me like go to there. And WebLogic server installation process installs Node Manager as an operating system service. Or a daemon on Unix systems or a Windows service on Windows systems. So it is like an operating system service which restarts. So if there is a physical reboot of your Windows server, there is a service which will be created for Node Manager, and that like gets installed. So whenever like there is a reboot of your physical server, the service will, when you kick in the physical reboot of any server, the service Node Manager service will kick in and it will like start all the managed servers associated with it. And same happens for the Unix environment as well.
Mhm.
So it is recommended that you install Node Manager to run as a startup service. Means startup service is basically whenever there is a physical reboot, the Node Manager service should start on the physical restart. So if there is a like weekly reboot of your, usually in production environment you will be having like in case of critical application, you might be having a weekly reboot or monthly reboot of physical servers to like recycle the memory so that all resources are restarted at least once so that the memory is freed or the temp space cleared and all. So that's why like, and so at that time, you don't have to be present there to restart your apps or restart your managed servers. That can be done using Node Manager as a service. So you will like the Node Manager service will restart, okay, with the server startup, and it will like restart other managed servers which are configured on this particular host. Okay,
Okay.
and um, this service which we installed as a startup service, it allows node managers to start up automatically each time the system is restarted. So that is like what makes high availability for your WebLogic instances.
So that startup service comes at default, or we have to configure the node manager?
Yeah, there are scripts actually which are installed with WebLogic. Let me show you. So yeah, we can just go there. So we have scripts for start stop in WL home server bin directory, and then these scripts sets the required environment variables, and they start the node manager in this directory, common node manager, where all the logs and property files would be there. But the restart scripts are present in server bin. Okay, now let's go there. So here we have the start node manager dot sh command to start the node manager.
So before starting node manager, we have to set the environment by starting
No,
set.
because this script calls common bin common environment dot sh, which is environment file for our application. So it already like sets all the generic parameters and everything regarding the common environment variables, which are common for all domains which are present on this server. And this is the install service and install node manager service commands, which are like provided by the utility to have these installed in the as a service. So we will see that we will install a service. So like these scripts are like automatically created when you install the WebLogic. This install service.cmd is to install the service in Windows. And now let's go to common. So there is a file called nodemanager.domains, which is there, which contains all the domains which you might have created inside your WebLogic configuration. So it is like these files are like automatically created. Okay. Any update on Vinod? Okay, Sahadev, so you have already like configured Node Manager or Ubuntu. So you have like Ubuntu or something else like Windows. Sahadev.
Yeah, I have also the Ubuntu, but right now I'm using the Windows.
Okay. Okay, then let me share how we can do it this in Windows environment. Okay, let me start the project first. Okay, it's up now.
So you started the Weblogic through the command, yes?
I'll just restart. No, not with Node Manager yet. With just the single like start with logic.cmd.
Okay, the admin server you started.
Yeah. Okay, so the problem is we don't have a machine yet associated with any of the admin server. So let's first create the machine. Since it is a, so we just need only two things. the machine name, we will say PC, and the OS is other, because it's not Unix, it is Windows, so we will select other. Then just OK. Go inside this Nodemanager. We will set it to plain. Listen address. We'll give explicit. Listen port is fine. Okay,
So this listen port is same for all localhost?
No. That depends on which server like you are installing. So
Yeah, yesterday I checked and the same listen port I saw in my PC.
yeah, because of the server where we have right now installed, or we are installing it on local server right now. So that's why.
For local server, this is the same.
Yeah, for
Maybe.
like our local server, it is the same. But if we are deploying in a network, then definitely your local IP will be different, and there will be other servers as well here. So suppose this is on local PC, so machine name will be local PC. But if this MS1 is on Amit's machine or Binod's machine, then the machine name will change here.
Okay.
It will change as per the physical location. So each machine, so for every server there is one machine and there is one node manager. So we will just add the servers here. Right now there was no server, so we will add admin server. So admin server is now added into machine local PC. Let's activate the changes. Okay, it is saying to that one. So now the machine name is local PC and the machine is associated with this admin server. Fine. Now let's just do a thing here. This is the node manager. So right now we see that the status is inactive because it is down. And the exception is weblogic.nm connect exception, which is means it is not able to node manager connect exception. It is not able to connect.
Connect the node manager.
Yeah. So if you click on here, exception encountered while communicating with this node manager. Let's see. Exception encountered while communicating with this manager. Okay, so let's go and restart the first install it as an Windows service. Go to the tutorial server directory, then server, and then here we have installed node manager service. Let's open the command prompt in admin mode. Okay, so we have run the command. Oracle Weblogic Node Manager is installed. Okay, let's go to the Windows services. So these services are not present here earlier, but now we will see. Okay, so this is the service name, Oracle WebLogic Node Manager, and the startup type is automatically. So what happens is if it is the status is automatic, then what will happen whenever you restart the node manager, restart your, if I reboot my PC, then in automatic it will automatically come up. And if you can see, this is set as manual, so it will not start with the physical reboot. Like you need to manually click on it and then click on start. But here it is installed automatically as automatic. So first time we will need to start it, but then later on it will be automatically taken care. Okay, so our node manager is running now.
So when we install the node manager, that it starts automatically.
Yeah, so now from now on it will automatically restart whenever I reboot my PC. So after the session I will uninstall it because I don't want it to keep running, because it will definitely it will consume some memory, right? So if you need to stop the node manager, you can stop it from here itself. And let's see what are the properties. So these are like
So that
automatic.
Windows service is
Yeah,
the Windows service, that screen you showed me, that when we installed the node manager, that service comes out.
yes. This only
This is,
came when we run that install node manager dot service.
and where does that service file located?
Yeah,
In
it was in server bin directory.
server bin directory. Okay.
Yes. So we ran this command install node manager service dot cmd. So now let's go to the console. Now my system will be a little bit slow because let's go to machines. Okay, I guess I want to restart the admin. So here we can see the Nodemanager.properties file. This is automatically generated when we started the Node Manager, and this is the Node Manager log file.
About that Nodemanager properties file.
Yeah. So it is basically the default settings which we have. So these, like, it's automatically generated when we configured it in the Weblogic portal. So this
So
is the
last time I saw some videos, and they are suggesting that we have to change that we have the listen port made in plain, and somehow in Node Manager property it comes out as SSL like that. We have to change it like that. I don't know. In this screen, I'm trying to see that listen port is SSL or in plain, in Node Manager properties.
okay. Let's restart Node Manager first. Let's see what's there. Let's check the Node Manager log as well.
That is started in 777.
Yes.
Isn't it 5556?
Yeah, that's what I'm checking because we gave it differently.
That's
Secure listener is true, it is not plain. Let's do one thing. Let's start a topic first.
JavaNet SSL got the problem there.
No, it didn't. Okay, that's just fine. Okay, but if I set it to plain, it should work that way as well. Okay. Let's restart the service. Okay, still the same. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's just change this file. That's alright. So we disabled the SSL, change the port. Let's see if it works.
So there is the stop script enable. It says false. Can you change it to true also?
Which one?
That stop script enable.
Okay. No, that is fine. It is for different purpose. We just changed two things which we were trying to set it here. So we changed the SSL to false. Listen address is the default and the port is not this. So let's now stop. Just we saved it. We started it. Let's see. We have started the node manager. Now check the logs. It should be listening on 777. Yeah. Okay, let's save it and restart this. Okay. Because the service like which we created, it was created using the different properties which were present earlier. So let's just uninstall this service and install the fresh one. Okay, now let's install it again. So let's check which property file it is. Okay, common pen, common node manager. Okay, let's check this tom.env.cmd file. Okay, this is fine for my environment. Let's install the service again. Okay, okay. Let's refresh the view. It is installed now. I guess it would be the same thing. Okay, Okay. So Satif,
Yes,
uh,
yes.
Node Manager is installed now. So
Uh-huh.
we have to like uninstall the service and then we install it again.
Okay.
But the problem was like the scripts, these scripts are usually created at the start of the Weblogic installation. So the script itself had all the hard-coded values. So if you see this, install node manager service.cmd. So it is already taking the node manager port as 777. So if you want to have some other node manager port, then you can give it here. Fine.
Fine.
And after this, like it is, you can even create a custom startup name for your script as well. So if you update this to something, if you want to name it as any name, you can put it here. It will install it with this particular name. Okay. So now we can, in the console, if we go to the console, we can see that node manager status is coming as reachable because it is reachable now, right? Now let's just do one more thing. Let's
Yeah.
just go to MS1. We will assign another server MS1 as well to node manager. Okay, let's just save this. It is also associated with node manager now. Activate the changes. Let's try to however an item restarted. Let's see what that item is. Admin server restart is required. Okay. Let's restart admin server. Okay, admin server is down. Let's restart it. Admin server first. Okay, admin is coming up. Okay, it is up now. Okay, so both the managed server and admin server have a machine associated, which is local PC. The state is unknown because right now MS1 is in shutdown state. Let's check the node manager status. Node manager is reachable. Let's try to start MS1. What error it goes to. So a request has been sent to Node Manager to start this server. We will need to tell the monitor.log. Okay, it has. So we need to check the logs and find out if any issues. So it's creating this directory because and previously MS1 is for the first time we are restarting MS1, right?
Yeah.
Because we didn't restart it, so it is creating all the necessary directories. It created logs, it created security, it created data directory, it created tab directory, and the boot.property file which we used to create, right?
Yeah.
And we used to like manually create inside the security folder, but since like we are restarting via Node Manager, so it is stored inside MS1 data, Node Manager, and then boot properties, from where Node Manager will pick up the uh, boot startup info like username and password. Okay, let's check the logs and see the status in the console as well. Okay, it is in running status now.
Yeah.
So in this case, like we didn't have to like create any custom script or need to do anything. Like Node Manager has already started it in background. Okay, so let's check out the logs. And even if you see and go here, you will see the Java process which is running. So this is for managed server. So we will be having like let's do Java process. It will not give you exact details. Okay, fine case in running status. Now let's go to the MS1 directory. So this is the data for so there is a log file, this is the PID file. Let's see this is the PID which is running in the task manager. So if you go to task, you can see that the process ID is 7872. 7872 must be running with the system. 7872. So this is the Java process which is running for managed server. And this one is Node Manager, and this 7792 must be the admin server. So close this one. This is the boot.properties file. So it is like created by the node manager itself. So you can like have, if you manually set up, then you know how you can do it, and you can also check out in other material as well. This is some default values, admin URL, auto restart, auto kill, whatever settings you perform for this managed server. And this state file is created for running yes and no. Let's check logs. So there are like two files. This is ms1.out and this is another file. This is the std out file, which is like when you restart from the terminal and what you see in the new screen. And this is the main your server log file. All the server related data is here. Admin resuming is running. Yeah, server status changed to running mode. Server is up and running. So let's do one thing. We'll stop the node manager. Let's see the logs of node manager. So, Sadev, like you asked in question earlier, like if node manager is stopped, what will happen? So we have like stopped the node manager service. It is not running, right?
Yes.
And our both the admin and managed servers are running, so they are not dependent on node manager. And let's see. If now we see the node manager status, it will again say nm connect exception because it is down. Now let's do one thing. Let's start the node manager service. So it's again up and running now. Let's check the node manager status again. It's reachable now. Okay. Now let's do one thing. Let's see. Let's check its health monitoring. So we have auto restart enabled for this. So what happens in this is the node manager takes care of the restart. So if your managed server goes down due to any reason, your node manager will restart in 3 seconds in maximum 3 minutes. Okay, because this is the health check interval. So every 180 seconds node manager connects to managed server to check its health status. If there is any issue or if there is it is in failed status or anything, then it will restart the managed server, and it will auto restart the managed servers in case there is any crash issue or anything goes down. It goes down due to anything. Okay, So
Okay.
let's do one thing. Right now the status is running. Let's check its PID. PID we can check from the domain server ms1 and data. Inside that there is the node manager file. Let me keep the node paste in the chat. Okay, let's check the PID. Then what we will do is we will kill the PID. It's the 7872. Okay, let's go to task manager, kill the PID. Okay, so that 7872 PID is killed. Now the server state must have changed. See, it was stopped, it suddenly crashed, and now it is again in starting mode.
That through the node manager it is starting.
Yeah, so node manager at that particular moment it tried to check if it is up and running. It found that it was down and it checked if auto restart is enabled. If we disable that auto start, then it will not restart. So
Okay.
if we want that, okay, I don't want to restart any managed server if it is down, then you need to, because suppose you have 10 managed server and you want to keep this managed server down due to some issues. So what you will do is you will just go here, go to health monitoring and disable this auto restart. So if you disable this auto restart, what will happen is it will not restart the managed server if it is running. So let's again check the what is the PID right now. Before that, let's check the Nodemanager log. See, this is the message when we like restarted 2 minutes back. So what happened was it was looking into train domain and it found out that MS1 server failed because it was in stopped state. So attempting to restart. So it tried to restart and it was, these were the logs and everything which was redirected. So that's how you will see in the logs. Let's see. That's the PID file. Now it is 7408. 7408. Now it should not restart because we have disabled the auto restart as false. Check the logs again. Okay. So we can see that it is started. So we will need to troubleshoot this, that even though we have auto restart disabled, then why it has started, right? So let's check the admin server logs, because it should not have started. Because we will find something in admin server log which will say why it was restarted. Eleven 54. Okay, we might need to restart the node manager. Okay, auto restart is disabled. We have restarted the manage server as well. We'll just kill it. Then the process, let's check the process PID. Seven 612. If it again restart, then we may need to restart the manage server and admin server as well. So let's check. Okay, it is again restarting. That is the reason like why mostly we do not use the node manager. Okay, so let's start the node manager and start the manage server. Let's stop admin server as well.
I think we have to restart with the terminal.
Sorry, Sadev.
We have to start with the command in
Yeah, we are restarting manage server and admin server as well. Because we saw that we made the change, but node manager was still trying to restart the
restart.
manage server. So we already tried manage that node manager restart, but it is still doing that thing. Because sometimes like there are some changes which only take effect after restart. Even though like sometimes Weblogic says that okay, no restart is necessary, but even in that case, if you go and see the logs, in the logs it will say that that might be a dynamic change, and we might need to restart the manage server. Okay,
Okay.
just running now. And the machine status should be node manager status should be down, and I'm connect exception because it is down, right? So in this case, if you try to restart your managed server, it will not restart because of the same. It will say that yeah, the node manager is not reachable. So let's start the node manager. Okay, so node manager is coming up. Let's see if the status it is in unknown state. Node manager is reachable and the status is still unknown. So after restart, we can see that it is not restarting the managed server. So we need to like manually restart the managed server. So now it is coming up. A request has been sent to node manager to start the select server. So let's see, once it is up, we will again kill the process and let's see if it is restarted or not. Okay, it is in running state. Let's check its PID. Go to servers, MS1, data, the node manager. Here is the PID. Two 2808. 2808. Let's kill the process. It is killed. Let's check the status. So now we can see the status. It is showing failed, not restartable. So that is because we have changed the property to disable to auto restart. Disable to auto restart. See, even in the logs it is saying this. Server is failed, but it will not be restarted because auto restart is disabled. Because like if you are using node manager, you will see that okay, there are many times where you want to keep some managed servers in shutdown state, and the auto restart is usually enabled for by default. So if you want to like keep a managed server in shutdown state, you need to disable the auto restart. Now let's try one. Let's do one more thing. Let's change the status to auto restart is enabled again. So here it is saying all changes have been activated, no restarts are necessary, but you will need to restart the managed server. Or if you even go to admin server and check the logs, it should say that.
So can you see the same sort of log in the MS1 logs file? You know,
Oh, sorry.
that log files we are looking, we changed the auto start for MS1, yes?
Yes.
So we are looking the logs in admin server's logs. So can we see in the MS1 log as well?
Yes. Here we have, this is the MS1 logs. So we have disabled that and Nodemanager is running, and even though it is saying no restart, but we will need to do a restart. So right now it is failed not to restartable. Let's do one thing, let's try to stop it. And stop the status. Now the status as is unknown because node manager is not running, because previously admin was connecting to node manager for the status, but now node manager is not running, so it is showing the status as unknown. Let's start the node manager again. Okay, node manager is up now. Let's change the status. So node manager is started on port 777. But there is no change in the status. So let's restart it once. Should be up now in a few minutes. Let's check the PID. We will again need to manually kill it, the manage server. This time the PID is 6232. 6232. So we have stopped it, but now the restart enabled was set as true. So it is again starting. Now if we go and check the logs, then we will see that it has restarted the manage server. Okay, yeah. So just same time. So it found that server failed, so attempting to restart the manage server. So like this is how Node Manager manages the your managed server or admin server. So let's try one thing. Yeah, so any queries here in Node Manager? Said
No, it's just I have to practice them. I have to practice myself. You did a lot of work, so I'll practice
so
myself and I'll let you know if I have question next time.
sure, we will see on Unix as well tomorrow.
Hmm.
So we will
Unix.
see because I guess you can ask Vinod and Amit to. I will just upload this video in the short time.
Hmm.
You guys can try today, and if you face any issues, then we will work in tomorrow's session as well. Because tomorrow we have a session for log files, so that should not take more than half an hour or 45 minutes. So after that we can check out on this node manager thing, because like it's quite tricky, and if you like know the concept, then it is fine. So now, but we also know both the methods, how to start and stop, how to configure the scripts and all, how we can do that. So we now know the both the methods to restart WebLogic. So we have created some manual scripts, which also takes care of running it in the background. So the main feature which we are getting with this is, see, we are not restarting the manage server via command line, right? So one benefit we have, if like we do not have custom
Yes.
scripts where we utilize the Windows Unix features to run the managed servers in the background. So in that case, we can use node manager method, which keeps a track of like all the managed servers. It's creating its boot properties, managing all the states and everything. So it keeps running the managed server in the background. You don't have to worry that if your session is closed, your process will die or anything like that. So the node manager is working in the background, and it is managing all your managed servers on this.
So I think one of the benefit of using Node Manager is not opening a lot of terminal.
Yeah, you don't have to you like it will save some of the efforts of for you, so you don't have to like go there and bounce from the scripts. You don't have to remember the paths for like from where I need to go and I need to bounce the using the script. You don't know to like you can just simply do it from the console itself.
Hmm.
And if for any reason the managed server goes down, then it can automatically like restart it as well for you.
Yeah.
So it's quite useful as well, but there are some like some little bit nicks and knacks for that. So we already saw that, okay, we changed the setting, but even though it is saying that no need to restart anything, we need to restart the managed server to take effect. So that is some things you need to like keep in mind that, okay, yeah, you need to test it. So it's up to you like how you want to utilize, if you want to use the node manager or if you are comfortable with the startup scripts. Because the benefit it is providing you is somewhat like not that much great, because you can maintain the startup scripts, and you can can have your own custom scripts, and for that you can ignore the node manager part, and you can just have the startup scripts with you. But if you, because maintaining now, if you are using node manager, then apart from the managed server logs, you have a node manager as well, which you need to keep monitoring, and you need to keep monitoring the logs as well. So that is then like an overhead. So that depends on which overhead you want to have. So you want to have to check the node manager and its logs, or you want an overhead of custom scripts in Weblogic. So that is up to you. But in real-time environment in which I have worked, I have found that most of the administrators using the custom startup scripts and not using the node manager. So they prefer using using custom scripts for monitoring and all, and they were not much reliable for node manager. So that's why I used to have only the custom startup scripts and stop scripts rather than having a dedicated node manager. But yeah, it is handy
Okay.
if you have if you know node manager method, how the node manager works, how you can have the scripts and all. So all these things are helpful if you know both the, if you know both the ends, then you can work it out on either of the way.
Okay.
Okay, Sadev, so any other question?
No, no, that's good. So I think we're having the next class on Monday. So we have a couple
Oh,
of days. We work with that.
yeah, so yeah, what I will do is I will some update. I will upload this, and let's have some assignments as well, so you guys can try as well. Okay, I will put an assignment to install it, because today we have worked on Windows itself. So these all scripts and everything is specific to Windows. So you guys can check out the same for Windows, and you can install it. You guys already have Windows environment on your laptops. So you can try it on Windows if you got time. Else, we can do the same thing. We can have it on Unix boxes as well, the Ubuntu ones which you have. So that will do as well. But
So
yeah, that's yeah, for the sake of learning purpose, we can try on Windows as well. Because for Windows, this service thing and everything, so this is somewhat tricky. So you need to get a hang of it, how where we need to go for the services, from where to what is the automatic method and what is the manual method.
so we'll having the another class for the Unix machine also for Node
Yeah,
Manager.
because in next session, basically, uh, so in next session we have log management. So that would not take more than 1 hour. So in the next 1 hour, so in the first 1 hour, we can have any queries related to log this node manager thing, and we can check that.
Okay.
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 What else? Okay. So what I will do is, because I'm not, this is not a server. So I will stop the node manager, and what I will do is I will change the property to manual because I don't want my node manager to start on, or I can just disable it as well so it will not run. Or if we do not want this, then we can even uninstall the same.
Okay.
Let's just uninstall it because I doubt if I will be using it. Okay, it must be uninstalled now. Just refresh it and it's gone. And if I want to like again install it or uninstall it or do any operation in that, then I can again go to the domain, the project server directory, then server, then here we have install node manager and uninstall node manager. Right now what they have is, so this is the bar Weblogic home, and this is your Weblogic home. So what we can do is, if we want to make any change, we can make a change here. So I just wanted to show you one thing, that if I want to install the node manager, I will need to
That
just,
is node manager properties file.
no, this is for service because we are, that is there, that is for node manager properties, and this is a CMD file for installing the node manager.
Okay.
If let's just change the, you can say train Oracle, train domain, and bar WL home. Let's just say, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now just we only again need to install the node manager service. Install is completed. So see, now you can see that the name has changed. So you can like this, you can change and it to any name if you want. So start it now. And once you like restart the node agent, sorry, node manager, you can go to machines, check out the status. So right now it is reachable. In case of any issues, if it is showing that okay, NM connect exception or some other kind of exception, then you need to go to node manager, WL server common node manager file, and then check the node manager dot logs for any issues. Fine.
Okay.
Okay, so then yes, we have covered for most of the part for Node Manager. Unix part, we will check it on Monday. And today I will have an assignment for you guys to install it on Windows. Okay, I will update
Okay.
that and you can try that on the weekend. And you guys can go through the myth sessions. So Amit has missed today. Amit and Vinod already missed today's session. And I guess there is one more session which we have missed this week, the last week. Maybe you guys can watch those session and you guys can send me queries or anything. We already have like 2 queries updated in here. So in training material, you guys already have the access for training material. So here we have some of your queries. So I will work on it and I will update the answers here by Sunday. So on Monday you can check it here and so those were
Yeah.
related to mainly WST. So they will keep. I will update those this weekend.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Anuj.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks,
Okay.
Yadev. Have a good day ahead.